Last year, I drove on the right-hand side of the road for the first time. Another small tick off my bucket list.
Wow, look at this sky.
I was travelling through Europe for the first time since the pandemic and was more than ready for an adventure. An early morning ferry crossing led to an incredibly fast-paced and memorable holiday. We had embarked on a 5-day spontaneous road trip into Northern Europe, with no set plans of where we were going and what we were doing, just the way we like it.
We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting off to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
One morning, we found ourselves waking up in a B&B in East Belgium. One delicious breakfast later, and we were heading across the border into Germany to check out a national park that had caught our eye on Google Maps. There was a large river surrounded by forest on either side and a myriad of trails crisscrossing across the hilltops, allowing plenty of scope to pick our way about how we pleased.
And then back along this one. Like when I was in Germany a couple of years ago, like there was a massive forest and they said to us like you actually have to watch out because people get attacked by wild boars. It's crazy, isn't it?
The overall look of the place wasn't too dissimilar from Wales, the defining difference being how dry the forest floor was. Fallen leaves crunched beneath our feet with no sign of mud along the trails either. It felt like autumn wasn't over here, a complete breath of fresh air having come from the UK's winter storms. It made for a very pleasant and easy hike, complete with a discovery we weren't expecting.
What is that? Cabin. There's just so many inscriptions.
83.
85.
Is this really built that long ago? 89, 89, 84.
Ace.
81.
Oh, where's 81?
Up there. Right up there. Oh, is this some guy who's been here loads of times? Yeah, this Vendors. 2010, 1985, 4, 5, 89, 24, 10, 15.
Wow.
He came back like, what's that, 35 years later, 25 years later.
We got a tip from Eric, the B&B owner, that there was a beautiful castle nearby, so we decided to check it out.
So we're going to head there now via this like kind of mountain valley road, which hopefully will be really nice. It's very wiggly on the map. So,
Wish I had a motorbike.
yeah. What, even in the rain?
Yeah, so what? Oh, look at that valley.
Probably one of the most visually stunning valleys I've ever been to. Danger! These bikers are having too much fun. So they're going to take a trail that goes up this hill and up. Let's see what the castle is like.
The castle tour was a complete spectacle, inside and out, showing how hundreds of years of ownership had transformed this peak into a stunning and strategically placed building. It's been restored, showing how each generation of people would have designed and used its rooms. The stonework is built into the hillside itself, and on multiple sections you get to see the underbelly and even touch the old walls carved so long ago. In a siege, this castle has access to its own well, and in celebration, an open-air room with panoramic views of the valley. I have a deep love for castles, especially ones that are like a patchwork quilt of stories told over so many years, as this one is. We both enjoyed the visit and recommend one if you're ever in the area. Travelling through Germany was a little out of my comfort zone in terms of language speaking, having grown up learning French in school. So to ease the nerves, we contacted my friend who is fluent in German for some key phrases.
Hello, sorry, our signal keeps coming in and out. So, how would you say, like, hi, sorry, my German's really bad, do you speak English? Or something like that, just to kind of break the ice a bit.
Best thing to say is probably, sprechen Sie English, which is, do you speak English? And literally everybody in Germany does, so don't worry about that.
Hallo, sprechen Sie English? Dankeschön.
going to have to be good enough. The good thing about keeping your itinerary free is that you get to experience pieces of local culture that wouldn't necessarily be advertised on tourism boards. As we travelled late in November, Christmas markets were taking over the towns, and we decided to stay and explore one.
Danke. Hello, sprechen Sie English? Yeah. What does this say?
This one?
Yeah.
Das übersetzen. so good is my English not.
That's better than our German.
Dr. Google.
Yeah, perfect.
It felt like a proper locals event, tucked away from the popular spots. We browsed the stores and tasted the variety of food and drinks on offer.
Hello.
Hallöchen!
Sprechen Sie English?
A little bit.
Okay. I don't know what this is.
Oh, what's in this? What's in this?
Wine.
Red wine.
Oh, okay.
With rum.
Okay.
Wie heißt das noch? Zuckerzimt. Sugar with Kante? Zimt.
Sure.
Und zweimal zurück,
Okay.
einmal zurück.
And rum. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, can we get one?
What? Gut. Gefährlich. So. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to stand somewhere. So, the sugar and rum melts, and then, oh, it's gone. There you go. Hold that. Mix it up. It's like really sweet.
Is it? Really sweet. It's mulled wine anyway, that's sweet.
What's the verdict?
I wouldn't choose it. It's like, this is just so funny, isn't it? What is this?
What is it?
Looks like, I reckon it's pork something.
Pork.
Pork. Oh, that's real nice.
Is it? Can I try a bit?
That's like, yeah. Isn't it?
Oh no.
Yeah.
It was a real confidence-boosting event for me. Everyone we chatted with was really lovely and forgiving of our broken German speech. Over the course of the evening, I went from a simple, "Hello, do you speak English?" to ordering my food and having a small conversation in German.
What is it called?
Klebberschlange.
Ich liebe Hamburger.
Good grip.
It's like good brioche as well.
Oh no. Everything.
We left the event full to the brim and grinning from ear to ear.
You don't fit another crepe in?
Oh yeah, oh my god.
What are you gonna do? You can give me half of that and have a crepe, but you can just eat all of that.
A short stop on our travels was Luxembourg City, and it was one of the most surprising. I was sad to only have had one evening to explore it. We originally headed into the city to have a bite to eat, but soon became enthralled by the beauty and charm, so had to explore what we could in the dark. The architecture is built up from an existing castle ground, and there's evidence of that history everywhere. One of the main roads is built on top of a castle wall. You can see modern skyscrapers inside ancient stonework. There was even an outdoor elevator that brought you up 60 metres between the two levels of the city. From the little we did see, it was incredible.
No, I don't want to see the meters. Oh, look at the view! Oh my god, I'm terrified now. I'm pooing my pants right now. I am pooing my actual pants. Get me out of this thing right this second. Get me out. Look at that train line going across there. Oh, I need to get off this. My legs are weak. Andrew, my legs are like wobbling. I can't stand this.
I'm not the best with heights. I've got a bit of height vertigo, whatever you call it. But
Yeah.
that is like, that was a bit off.
But it's just a lift just sat there in the outside.
Yeah,
My God.
that was awesome.
So. Looks amazing, doesn't it?
Why does no one ever talk about Luxembourg?
I know.
No one talks about it.
It just looks incredible. It's like so visually stunning. We're like walking along a castle wall. Look at that.
On our final morning, we woke up in eastern France, not so ready to face the long drive back towards the UK. It was service station food and boring A roads that day, with a sprinkle of overpriced toll fees thrown in for good measure. Low fog hung over the hillsides for much of the drive, and the further north we travelled, the more the cold crept in to remind us what it was like back home.
So she said it was cheese, but she didn't mean it was cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese. There's a lot of cheese in that.
And just for good measure, there's cheese on top too.
Yeah, just in case there wasn't enough cheese. There's also there.
Our final hurrah consisted of me and Andrew bundled up on a motorway picnic spot bench, grasping at the remnants of the holiday.
And here she is.
I don't want to sit down. It's really wet. Everything's wet. This is a bad idea. Why don't you let me stay in the car? Sandwiches.
What's that?
Is your sandwich?
Ham and brie, thank you. Cheers.
I just let me back in the car now.
Ellie's had her walkies, and now she can carry on driving me home, even though I don't want to go.
Sometimes, having no plan is a plan, and on this trip we saw and experienced more than we expected to. I know it won't be long before I'm crossing into Europe again.